Pennsylvania Senator John Fetterman was the first Democratic senator to visit Mar-a-Lago, and he says he's committed to working alongside Republicans, but can he find a middle ground with an administration that has spent the first week in power destroying Democratic Party policies. And, you know, let's say, it's a little shaky with democracy. I believe it's only been a week since the former president has retaken office. You were there at inauguration. He's been attempting to flex his power. But are you surprised by anything? I didn't even see what that was.
He's wearing a similar outfit at the inauguration.
Okay.
You looked great.
I totally feel you.
John Fetterman made a bold move by appearing on *The View*, a show known for its fiery debates. He didn't just show up, he came prepared, tackling topics like January 6th, his meetings with Republicans, and rumors about shifting to the right. Some see him as a refreshing voice willing to challenge the norm, while others criticize him for engaging with Trump's circle and joining Truth Social. His recent actions have sparked debate. Is he building bridges or betraying his party? When pressed, Fetterman stood firm on his democratic values, making it clear where he draws the line. Is he playing a smart political game, or is this a risky move?
I get you. But are you surprised at anything you've been seeing, or do you anticipate that there's going to be changes that we should be prepped for that we're not thinking about?
Honestly, I haven't been surprised by anything now. I mean, he's been doing essentially what he actually campaigned on that. Mm-hmm. He announced he is going to pardon the J6 individuals. He is going to absolutely go after the border. So there's a lot of things that he's already ran on. I mean, criticize a lot of it, and I don't agree with everything either, but it's undeniable he actually ran on that and been really upfront.
On January 6, 2021, former D.C. police officer Michael Fanwan was beaten, tasered, and suffered a heart attack while defending the Capitol. His survival is a stark reminder of that day's violence. Now, he's one of the strongest voices against pardoning the rioters, calling out leaders who, in his words, ran for the hills instead of standing for justice. When John Fetterman was asked about Fanone's comments, he didn't hold back. He started with empathy, acknowledging the officer's pain. I've had a stroke, I get it. Drawing a parallel to the lasting effects of that day, he made it clear that pardoning the rioters isn't just wrong, it's an insult to democracy. For Fetterman, there's no gray area when it comes to January 6th.
Early on, immediately after the election, I was like, hey, we have a choice. We can freak out and follow every other thing around, like a cat, with a laser, after everyone. But I'm not that guy. I'm not going to be that Democrat. For me, there's things I'm going to agree with, I'm going to disagree with, but I'm in the business of finding wins for Pennsylvania and for the nation, and engaging the president. I think I see that as doing my job.
At a time when many want to move on, John Fetterman is standing firm, refusing to let those responsible for January 6th escape accountability. But lately, he's facing criticism from the left. His decision to join Truth Social and meet with Republican leaders at Mar-a-Lago has raised eyebrows, with some questioning whether he's shifting to the right. Critics also point to his stance on issues like immigration and fracking, but Fetterman isn't backing down. When confronted, he made it clear his core democratic values haven't changed. His pro-choice strongly supports LGBTQ rights and believes in a fair and strong immigration system. For him, these are non-negotiable. As for Mar-a-Lago, Fetterman insists it's about dialogue, not division. I'm not compromising my values, he said, but I am willing to have conversations. His message is simple. Engagement doesn't mean betrayal.
Well said. And I wanted to ask you, so you went down to Mar-a-Lago and met with the president, and he actually was singing your praises after. He said you were fascinating, impressive, a common-sense person. I agree with him on that. Not a liberal or a conservative. I'm curious what your takeaway was from meeting with him, and what, if you found that there's any specific policy areas you think you can work with him on.
Yeah, well, I think overall it was a positive experience. I mean, he was kind, he was cordial. It wasn't in any kind of theater. It wasn't trying to get your picture taken to kind of put something out on social media. It was just really a conversation. I actually spoke for over.
John Fetterman's record proves he's still progressive, but his approach to politics is making waves. He believes that bridging gaps doesn't mean switching sides. Recently, he voted with Democrats to reject Pete Hegseth's nomination for Defense Secretary, citing concerns over his qualifications. But when it came to Kristi Noem and Marco Rubio, he voted yes, showing his willingness to cross party lines when he believes a nominee is fit for the job. This independent stance has earned both respect and criticism. Now, all eyes are on Fetterman as he prepares for hearings on two highly polarizing nominees, Tulsi Gabbard and RFK Jr. While many speculate about his stance, he's made one thing clear: he won't decide until he hears from them directly. I don't regret talking to anyone, he said, emphasizing the importance of open dialogue. His actions challenge the idea of blind partisanship, but they also spark debate. Where's the line between compromise and principle?
You did get a lot of criticism for it from some people who thought you going to Mar-a-Lago gives cover to Trump by creating the solution that he's amenable to working with Democrats. I was very supportive of when people like Mitt Romney and Rob Portman worked with Joe Biden, so I understand the need for bipartisanship. I didn't love the optics of you going to Mar-a-Lago. He was going to, which is his palace. He was going to be in Washington a week later. But what was your goal, and do you feel ultimately you were successful?
Well, here's what happened. I was being lazy on the couch like Friday night, and my team reached out saying, hey, and I don't know if this is like a trolling or a hoax, but they extended an invitation.
John Fetterman has made one thing clear: he's not afraid to talk to anyone. Whether it's Republican leaders or controversial figures, he believes open dialogue is key to making informed decisions. For him, it's not about agreeing with everyone in the room. It's about listening, challenging his own assumptions, and finding real solutions. You can't make progress by shutting the door on half the country, he said. He insists these conversations have been eye-opening, helping him better understand the issues at stake. But not everyone is convinced. Critics argue that meeting with political opponents creates the impression of ideological drift, fueling doubts about his commitment to democratic values. Fetterman pushes back, saying his values haven't changed. Talking to those who disagree isn't weakness, it's strength, he argues. His approach challenges the idea that bipartisanship is betrayal, sparking debate about what real leadership looks like in today's divided political climate.
And overall, my wife was there, and she might be watching right now at home. Hi, Giselle, if you're home. And she was there as well, too, and we just had a conversation. And one of the things, can we agree on? Well, one of the things that was easy, like the Dreamers, the Dreamers, immigration, and Giselle was part of that community, and we both had the opportunity to express that. I would also, I'm on the Ag Committee, and I think protecting the SNAP as well, too. Food insecurity is really important issue. And some people on that side wants to go after that or weaponize that. Mm-hmm. So for me, those are kind of issues. Other things that we can agree on as well. But overall, it was just a straight up conversation. And I just have a rule: like, I'm going to engage and have a conversation that's anyone playing it straight, and that's doing my job.